Hey guys, what's going on? It's Justin just coming to you with another video. I haven't made a video in a few days, so I wanted to just touch base with people and just let them know I'm alive and everything's going okay. Um, I got some plants growing downstairs that are just phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Some cannabis plants. So I'm really psyched about that. And we're going to do a little smoke session today. And we'll be smoking from the great Kush Doctor. I'll show it to you. Here's a nugget. It's pretty good stuff. I mean, it's not the best stuff I've ever had. But for my first grow operation, not bad. Not bad at all. So, I've got some really chronic stuff growing in the basement right now. It's going real good. So, yeah, we got the Kush Doctor. Still got plenty of Kush Doctor, and I got more plants coming out. I'm really just getting started with growing cannabis. And I'm really enjoying myself. You know, I don't have to work. I don't have to do anything because I have schizophrenia. So I'm out of work. I need something to bide my time, and I grow cannabis plants. And what I learned is I was growing in the wrong grow medium. I was using cocoa core. It's coconut husks all ground up, and they're super absorbent. But they're not good for autoflower cannabis plants because the plant has such a short life that you got to grow in soil. So I got 4 plants in cocoa and I got 6 plants in soil. And the plants that are in soil are just phenomenal. The soil is absolutely phenomenal. So, and the colors downstairs that are coming out of the buds are just phenomenal. But, yeah, everything's going pretty good. I'm going to get my Moderna shot today. My vaccination for COVID. It's my second one. I'm really happy I'm getting it. Now I know if I'm ever, like, need to go to the hospital for some reason, I know I'm protected. You know what I'm saying? You know, because I have schizophrenia. So, like, if I ever had to go to the hospital for schizophrenia or another medical reason, I'm protected, you know, with the COVID vaccine. So, I'm really happy about that. Yeah, it's been kind of slow on the channel. Mainly because I'm broke. I spent more than I had setting up for cannabis. The whole cannabis operation is expensive. And I had to get the cannabis going, you know what I'm saying? Because I was spending like $400 to $500 a month at the dispensaries, which is like I should be driving a Mercedes Benz. You know what I'm saying? So I had to do away with that. That was just crazy. All my money was going towards cannabis. So I got all the lights together. I got a pretty good strip of lights. Um, all LED lights. And the grow is growing fantastically. So I'm really happy about that. Um, I got some Rick Simpson oil I'll show you. Check this out. This is my Rick Simpson oil. It's potent cannabis oil. It's basically you you take the cannabis material and you throw it in the blender with grain alcohol. You go to the liquor store, look under their grain alcohol sign, and buy some grain alcohol. And uh, then you take the weed, put it in a blender with the grain alcohol. I have a Montel Williams blender, so it actually is designed to pulverize. So it works out fantastically for cannabis. Once you put it in the blender with grain alcohol, my blender pulverizes the weed, the bud material, until it's like a powder. It's like sediment when you strain it out. So you throw it in a good blender, and then you pour it through a coffee filter. I double up the coffee filter. So I use 2 coffee filters and a funnel. So I put the coffee filters in the funnel, and then I dump the blender material into the coffee filter. And then I put it under a double boiler on the stove. I evaporate all the alcohol off on the stove. And then the only thing you're left with is the oil from the bud. It's pretty cool. Very potent stuff. So, I find it's better to put it in a pill capsule, because when you put it on your tongue, it's got to go through tissue to get to a vein. And it doesn't work very well. But I find when I take a little droplet of it and I swallow the droplet into my stomach, I find it kicks in like an hour later. And it lasts a while longer. It's pretty cool stuff. I mean, I haven't converted over. I mean, the weed I used to make it was low-grade weed. It was like all buds that, I didn't want to smoke. So I used trimmings and stuff like that for it. So it's not the potentest Rick Simpson oil, but it does the trick. Once again, my weed does the trick, so. But this is what I got left of Kush Doctor. The bud structure is phenomenal on this weed here. They're really spongy. So, yeah, I just got my marijuana license renewal in the mail, so everything's good there. I'm medical marijuana for those of you that don't know. So, but yeah, everything is going pretty good. I mean, I can't complain. Yeah, everything's going pretty good. Yeah, everything's going pretty good. I'm a couple days early on the vaccination. I hope they take me. I'm like 3 days early. I think they'll take me. I mean, I went on Sunday and they denied me. They said it's too early. But they said if it's 4 days early, they could do it. So I'm 3. So it shouldn't be a problem. But, yeah, so the Rick Simpson oil is like really easy to make. You know, I want to say that my blender is key. I don't know if a regular blender would work. I don't know. My blender is a Montel Williams blender. Montel Williams did like invested in a blender that pulverizes everything. It's got a blade on it. It cuts, but it's designed in such a way that it emulsifies whatever you put in it. So it's designed for like fruits and vegetables, and it makes killer shakes. But you can throw apples in there, pineapple, whatever you want, and pulverize. So I throw weed in there without grain alcohol, um, and it emulsifies the bud till it's like a powder. So the only thing that's left over in the coffee filter is like the sediment. It looks like sediment, like a river basin sediment, and that's the only thing that's left. So I know my blender does a phenomenal job. But you can look on YouTube and it'll tell you how to make Rick Simpson oil. Um, I don't want to go without saying you need a fan to blow. If you're gonna boil it on the stove, you need a fan to carry the fumes away. Otherwise, it'll catch fire. You don't want that. So, but yeah, everything's holding together pretty good. Um, I think I'm gonna pick up a pizza today. I haven't had a pizza in a long time, so I'm gonna get a pizza. Yeah, everything's going as good as could be. I hope the world gets all its vaccinations because all the stores are like sold out of everything. Nobody's going to work. I want to buy a Spyderco knife, a pocket knife, and everything is sold out. I think I'm going to hold off on the knife. I have one. Granted, it's not like the expensive kind. This is a Spyderco 8CR13 MOV, which is your budget steel. This is going to be non-corrosive. and it's going to be able to take an edge. Uh, but it's kind of like a soft metal compared to the other brands, the other metals. Um, but I don't. The reason why I like this knife here, the Spyderco, is because it's the same thing as what the expensive knives are. It just has a softer metal, and I'm gonna be honest. I'm not using the knife all the time, so there's really no need for me to get a super high strength metal that's gonna take forever to sharpen. You know what I'm saying? I think it's just going to be more of a headache than anything spending $250 on a pocket knife. Pocket knives get lost, you know what I'm saying? They fall out of your pocket, you lose them. You know, I don't want to be the one to spend $250 on a pocket knife and then friggin' lose it. If I lost this is only $70. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot better than 250. You know? So, this is the Spyderco Precision, I think it's what it's called. I got this in a storefront, a jewelry store, a dive shop. And it's got the G10, they're called G10 scales. The black here is what it's called, G10. And the whole knife is skeletonized, which means they drilled holes to lighten the load in the knife. It's a pretty cool knife. It's able to hold a razor edge, which is all you need. And it doesn't rust. You don't have to do any maintenance to it. To be honest with you, I was going to spend $250 on that Spyderco Paramilitary 2, which everybody's all on YouTube about, and you can't even find them. I guess I'm the guy to say I don't want to spend the money. I just don't. Now, what happens if I get checked by the cops and they confiscate my knife? That's $250 gone. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that. I don't like the feeling of losing something expensive. You know what I'm saying? I'll stay away from that feeling more and keep this knife. You know what I'm saying? So, that's my reasonality on that. This knife does plenty good. It does. I got a sharpener, I got a system all set up. It gets dull, I just sharpen it. No big deal. It's not the end of the world. So I guess I should talk about where the YouTube channel is going to go, because I can't just smoke weed all the time on video. It's going to get boring. So there is a rhyme and a reason to the things that I do. And this video today is a smoke session, but I also want to talk about where the YouTube channel is going. I'd like to get my motorcycle fixed and get that on the road so I can do like moto vlogging videos, But I'm kind of second guessing that idea because it's kind of unsafe on a motorcycle. I don't want to be on a motorcycle, you know what I'm saying? I'd rather do a moto vlog in a Corvette or a nice pickup truck. Which I don't know if it will work. I don't know if people would tune in, but I want to try and keep things entertaining. So I'm not just going to go out in the vehicle and film the vehicle. I'm going to actually go to stores and buy things and do things and just kind of take YouTube along with me. And I haven't done anything yet just because I've been setting up that cannabis grow operation. That took a lot of funding. I mean, I spent like $2,000 on it. And I'm on Social Security, so money is hard to come by. Um, so, I had to spend the money on the cannabis. But the reward is paying off, you know. I'm starting to get some cannabis and some buds, and everything's paying off. So I don't have to spend money at the dispensaries. My first grow operation was dispensary quality. That's pretty good. I mean, these nugs right here are phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Let me see if I can find a big one. I know they're in here. Well, this one's not a big one, but you can see in the light, it's pretty nice nuggets. They're pretty dense and spongy. I like dense and spongy. And they've got CBD in them. So it's not just good for getting high. It also serves a purpose with CBD. That's why it's called Kush Doctor. My mother bought that for me for Christmas. And that's the bud from it. So, and that's what we're smoking right now. Yeah, I set out 2 years ago to start a YouTube channel. 2 years ago, and I'm finally starting to get going. It takes a lot of money. Like, I spent $2,000 on the cannabis. Then I spent like $2,500 on the computer and the cameras. It's just been one financial headache after another. But I can finally get to the other side and do stuff online. You know what I'm saying? These videos. Everything's in 4K. My computer edits in 4K. All my videos are in 4K. And I'm going to start to do things on YouTube. So it's going to actually end up being entertaining, I hope. I was thinking about calling my YouTube channel Justin Does Things. I think that would be pretty funny. Because I got schizophrenia and I don't have to work, but I do hobbies. You know what I'm saying? I think that would be funny. So, I got some things happening. Yeah, this Spyderco knife is not not a chintzy knife. It says China on it. I mean, Chinese do good steel. I mean, they had the samurais, for crying out loud. If there's anybody I'm going to for steel, it's the Chinese and Japanese. I mean, they had samurais, for crying out loud. It's a nice knife. I like it. It's got the liner lock right here. You just push that in. You push it in and the blade comes down. So, But yeah, everything's in my life going pretty good. The YouTube channel, I get paid in 3 weeks. So it's going to be tight for me for the next 3 weeks. And after 3 weeks, I'll have cash. I'm not buying anything big. I'm only buying a Leatherman. That's it. So I should have money to do things like stuff on YouTube. So geez, maybe I should take the camera along while I go get my vaccination. Nah, that's boring. I want to save it to do stuff on, you know what I'm saying? Like, no one wants to see a vaccination, you know what I'm saying? But I want to do things. Maybe like go to the auto show, the auto museum. We have an automobile museum. That might be interesting to see. You know, I want to do things. That's why I want to call it Justin Does Things. So, but yeah, everything's going pretty good. I might do a review on the Surge, the Leatherman Surge. The Leatherman Surge is just a phenomenal knife. I got it right on me. Here it is right here. See, I got the fire steel. This will start a fire in the rain. These shavings burn at like 3,000 degrees Fahrenheit. So they're like super good to have in the rain. It's just a phenomenal platform, the Surge is. Because it's so versatile. You can change blades out and you can change the bits out. It comes with bits. I mean, this Surge is fully capable. A fully capable tool. I got two miniature fire steels on it. So it's pretty cool. I can be submerged underwater, come out and start a fire. Because all this is waterproof. So that's pretty cool. I'm buying another one of these when I get paid. I'm getting it in all black oxide. It's going to be completely black. I'm going to have two of them. And I'm getting another leather case. So, yeah, everything's going pretty good. I can't complain. So, alright, well, I guess I'll end this session. It's been 30 minutes. So, that's pretty long. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Thanks, bye.